are members of the All India Federation of Pensioners Associations, Chennai. I, S.C. Maheshwari, Secretary General of Bharat Pensioners Samaj, extend my heartfelt congratulations to you all on the occasion of the 45th Annual General Meeting of AIFPA, Chennai. Under the able leadership of Comrades M.R.V. Nath, D. Balasubramaniam, V. Krishna Murthy, and their dedicated team, AIFPA has been providing invaluable service to its affiliates and members. Bharat Pensioners Samaj is proud to be an MOU partner of AIFPA Chennai. Unfortunately, due to health reasons, I am unable to join you in person today. We have been relentlessly pursuing several major demands, including the constitution of the 8th Central Pay Commission, CPC, the application of court judgments to all similarly placed pensioners, granting a notional increment to those who retired on 31st December and 30th June, revision of pension for pre-2006 retirees to bring them at par with post-2006 retirees, restoration of gratuity in 12 years, the restoration of the old pension scheme, and the provision of adequate, quality, and easily accessible healthcare facilities. As I approach my 87th year, I issue a wake-up call to all my fellow pensioners. Stand up, unite, and do not rest until you achieve your goals. As senior citizens and pensioners, you are responsible to the country and future generations. Recognize your voting power. History has shown that whenever the ruling party ignored the voices of government employees and pensioners, it faced setbacks in elections. The Indian government seeks to fulfill its constitutional responsibility to implement the Uniform Civil Code, UCC. While we do not oppose this, however, we demand that the government move step by step. First, implement Uniform Government Services Code, UGSC. Uniform Healthcare System, UHC. Today, as we stand on the threshold of a new era of India's development, it is imperative to address a pressing issue that has persisted since our independence: uniformity and equality in government policies. Despite 75 years of independence, we still adhere to outdated divide-and-rule tactics that hamper our nation's growth. It's time to shift this paradigm and foster an environment of fairness and unity, beginning with our government employees, pensioners, and their families, including those from the bureaucracy, judiciary, and defense forces, who constitute approximately 10% of our population. A healthy and satisfied employee with a secure future after retirement is the cornerstone of an efficient and dedicated workforce. When our government employees are well taken care of, the ripple effects are felt across the nation. Consider this: a satisfied employee is more productive, more innovative, and more committed to their duties. This, in turn, translates to a more effective government capable of driving our country forward. Uniform Government Services Code, UGSC. To initiate transformation, we must amend the civil service rules to ensure uniformity across all categories and classes of employees and pensioners in every ministry, department, and discipline. Government employment should mean equal treatment for all, with uniform basic rules that transcend bureaucratic divisions. Imagine an India where a single, cohesive set of rules governs all government employees and pensioners, fostering an environment of mutual respect and equality. This UGSC would dismantle the archaic structures that perpetuate inequality, creating a fair and just system for all. Uniform Healthcare System, UHC. Equally crucial is the establishment of a UHC. By consolidating all existing government healthcare schemes into one comprehensive system, we can ensure that every government employee, pensioner, and their dependents receive consistent and high-quality healthcare. This system should be supported by substantial investment, state-of-the-art infrastructure, and stringent compliance measures to eliminate out-of-pocket expenditures. Imagine a healthcare system where every government employee and pensioner, from the lowest peon to the highest judge, receives the same level of medical care. This not only promotes equality but also enhances the overall health and productivity of our workforce. The benefits of implementing UGSC and UHC are manifold. These systems would promote equality, enhance job satisfaction, and boost productivity. Critics may argue about the feasibility of such sweeping changes or the financial burden they might impose. To them, I say this: the long-term benefits far outweigh the initial costs. A unified and healthy workforce is the backbone of a strong and prosperous nation. Let us reflect on the words of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the principal architect of our Constitution, who said, "Equality may be a fiction, but one must accept it as a governing principle." As we strive for equality, let us embrace the principle of uniformity in our government policies. By adopting a uniform government services code and a uniform healthcare system, we can bridge the gaps in our current systems, fostering a more unified and equitable approach that benefits not only government employees and pensioners but the nation. Let us initiate this national dialogue today and work towards a future where equality and uniformity are the hallmarks of our government policies. Thank you. With regards, sincerely yours, S.C. Maheshwari, Secretary General, Bharat Pensioners Samaj.